Good evening. It's Card Creating with Jean. My name is Jean Ducro and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to Tuesday's night tips and tricks. And these lights are not good. There we go. They're shining right in my eyes. And that wasn't so great. We are going to have fun tonight with a brand new set that's going to be released the beginning of this next month. I thought it was time that I brought it out since I had bought it a few weeks back, and we will see if we can make a couple of cards with it. One of them I'm going to attempt to make a Christmas type card with it, and the other one will be I think get well card is what I settled on. So I hope you have all had a good weekend and have started a good week. It got pretty cold today, and it sounds like it's going to get colder the rest of this week. So I think our late summer, or autumn, what is it called? Indian summer is over. It's been a long time since I've had to think of that word. But anyway, I was able to get all 70 of my bulbs in the ground yesterday. It nearly killed me though. Hi Pam, welcome. Thanks for joining. It was a struggle getting them in the ground. I decided I just don't have the strength to dig with a shovel anymore. I don't know. My husband says I need to do some exercising. I think my core is pretty weak, and bringing up a load of dirt in a shovel was just, it all went on my back. So I just automatically used the muscles in my back, which aren't that great, I guess. So I need to get my stomach toned. So we'll see how that goes this winter. So I don't know if you heard the great news, but there is free shipping starting tomorrow through Friday, and it's with a $75 product order. So if you're planning on ordering, hi Shar, hi Michelle, just make sure to that your product order totals $75, and this would be after you've taken off any points that you wanted to use to get the free shipping. So yeah, that is a lot of bulbs. I said to myself, don't order so many bulbs next time. I hope I turn out okay. You should have seen me. I had the whole dug, and then I put some really good soil in the ground, and then I put the bulb food in and put the bulbs in, and then I covered them with some more good soil, and then I sprinkled a whole mess of cayenne pepper on top of that, and then put the dirt on top, and then on top of that I put some can't remember what it's called. It's a product that you use to keep deer, squirrels, and rabbits out of your garden. It can have a smell to it. It's in a little granulated form, and I put that on, and I am praying that the critters don't decide that they're going to make a good lunch of all those beautiful bulbs that I got. And I had five bulbs left when I got done planting out front, and I thought, oh my gosh, I was just dying. My back hurt so bad, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and I thought, forget it. I'm going to plant these 5 bulbs in my standing garden in the backyard that's right outside our living room window. So I planted them so that I have room to put my couple of tomato plants in next spring, and the bulbs can still stay in there and do their thing until the stems and the leaves dry up and I can pull them, and then I'll probably plant them someplace out back. But I just couldn't get down on the ground, and oh geez, yeah, my back still hurts today. But anyway, I'm glad it's done. But I discovered that the colors that I ordered, I guess I didn't even realize it. I ordered mostly yellows, orange and apricot to red, or kind of a real deep red. So it's red, orange, so it's all hot colors. So I think if I order some more, I would order some that would be more purple, purple pink maybe, and give them a try. I'm trying not to order anything that's late, because in Wisconsin, when you plant a bulb that blooms late, they open one day and they're gone by the end of the day, because by the time we get to when they would be blooming, we get so hot that the flower only lasts the day, and I've always been disappointed. They are usually the prettiest bulbs out there, but I just ordered all early to mid, and fingers crossed that they're going to do well. So anyway, it should be a nice display for people driving by. I've got lots of daffodils out front, and I've got half the front yard has the daffodils. Now the other half is going to have, in the garden, has the tulips. So I can't wait till spring. And I can remember when I planted the daffodils, I was out there in the spring just trying to see if there was anything poking through the snow yet. Oh, well. I'll probably do the same thing with the tulips. So anyway, well, I haven't even turned my iPad on so I can see your comments. That would be good, wouldn't it? Let's see. Gotta find. Come on, open up. There we go. Oh, goodness. Get so busy blabbing that I forget I need to tune in here. Okay, now we got it. So anyway, thank you all for joining tonight, and for those for sharing, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So we're going to take a stab at one of these new sets, and I kind of showed you a couple cards that I had made with them. One of them we're going to make just that I made before, just a little bit different, and the other one is going to be a Christmas card. So let me flip the... You hate to garden, Michelle? Well, I like to garden, but it's getting harder and harder as I've gotten older. I'm going to flip the camera now and we'll get going. And that is our set that we're going to use. Got to get the light out of the way because the cord isn't long enough ever. Hopefully I'm down close enough. Yay. I discovered what my problem was with my stand, and that was the thing that hooks into my phone had unscrewed one turn, and that was just too much. So this set comes with, come here, this one here as well. And so let's look at the stamps. So this is one of them, and this is one of them. These are standalones, and this cuts out this really nicely. And then if you really want to get fancy, this one cuts out what's in between. So it's a cool set because you have so many options of what you can do. You can just plain stamp this and go with it, or you can stamp it and cut it out and use it elsewhere, or you can stamp it and use this and take the background out and put something behind it, or do all of it. So there's lots of options. And this is one that will be available at the beginning of November. And then I've got a bunch of stuff here that I try and I don't like, but then I don't want to throw them out, so then I just stick them in the envelope with the stamps. So we've got Sending Love. I like the sentiments too. Get well soon. You're on my mind and in my heart. Thinking of you. Wishing you all the best and here for you always. I like that because it's covers a lot of things. And I like that in a stamp set when you get sentiments enough that it covers a lot of things. All right. Well, let's put this aside. We're going to do our Christmas one first. Get my sample out there. I'm going to use Real Red and Garden Green. I'm going to use some ribbon. And some of the cute candy, peppermint candy. embellishments, adhesive back peppermints, excuse me. Alright, get all my parts and pieces out. And the ink. I'm going to do some blending. And our stamps. Okay. Put those over to the side. I'm telling you, I went upstairs and I was freezing. I come down here and I'm dying. Must be my one light. I gotta roll my sleeves up. It just, either that or I'm having a personal summer here. Which I do once in a while, still have. Not like I used to. Alright, so we're going to take this and we are going to score it at 4 1/4. We're just doing a standard card. I considered doing a fancy fold with this, but after I did the special effect that I wanted to do, I thought, yeah, maybe not. Okay, so it was 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Set that aside for a minute. We have a piece of garden green that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I think we're going to put the ribbon on right away. So we're going to put ribbon this direction and this direction, so it looks like a package. And I'm going to use my Seal Plus. Let me feel this. Make sure I'm using the right side. Yep. And go ahead. Just kind of eyeballing it. Okay. We'll start at the top. Make sure I got the right side. Yep, the glistening side. No, I didn't put anything on it. That's right. Alright, might as well bring it around and make sure I'm really getting this lined up right. And cut that one. Whoops. Okay. Oh, come on. All thumbs here. Just trying to get a little bit of housekeeping done before I went on and was vacuuming in here, and my air filter that I use in here was really dusty on the outside, so I had to vacuum that off, and it felt good to get that taken care of because I kept thinking about it, but every time I thought about it, it was after my husband had gone to bed and I didn't want to run the vacuum cleaner. Okay, we are going to go ahead and glue this on right away. I want to get this out of the way. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Try to keep the mess down to a little bit. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of go around these guys. All right. All right, now I can put that aside. Now I have a piece. I got two pieces here, and I want... Oh, they are the same size. That is not right. Let's see, where did I go with that other piece? I had it here just before I went live, I swear. I thought, oh, I'll just put that here. More was here. Well, this one and this one goes on the inside. So I got 3 and 4 1/4, and then I did 3 1/4. I think that's 3 1/4. Yep, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. I tuck that inside, so I got that one. But it's not this one. I should have one more. Oh, gads. Just cut another one, Jean. Okay. So, let's see. I think I need to measure this because I don't want to just take a guess here. This is just to be big enough to go on for the stamp. Looks like 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. 2 3/4. I think that should do it. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I wasn't so smart after all. 4. Good thing I took a long strip. Okay. And now we're going to take a piece of scrap paper here. And I'm going to take a piece of Post-it note tape. And I'm going to go from one corner to the other here. Because we are going to color this. Got it on there. Okay. We'll start with our red, real red. Let's see. I don't want it dark. I would just like it light like this, just to give it a little bit of color. Just about like so. But I do want to have darker around the edges. So I will ever so lightly. Now, if you had, what do they call that tape? This tape. You could use that if you wanted to. I just use the Post-it because it gives me a nice wider edge. Okay. Enough of that one. And now we're going to take the tape off and move it over go the other direction, Jean. And we're going to put the green on the other side. I think I had green on this as well, so I don't have to add any ink to it. Yay! Because my sample, when I did the edges, I had to put more ink on. I've never done this before. I thought, ooh, this might be kind of cool to try. Alright, now I will put a little more ink on. Okay, come on. There we go. And this one, I think, if I remember right, is pretty juicy. There. And I like that there's just that little tiny bit of a white stripe there. I tried so hard the first time I did it to make it perfect, and then when I took it off, I thought, you know what? That's a happy accident. I like that. Okay, now we are going to stamp our image on here. And I think I'll go this way with it this time. I'm going to use my piercing mat to get a nice image with this. And we're just going to do it in black, actually. Here is our stamp. We used a lot of red yesterday, so it's nice and stained. I wish there was something we could do to get that off. It does kind of bother me a little bit. And sometimes when I've used this, the image is a little bit not, and I don't know if it's my ink pad, not completely there. Okay, well, let's let her try. Kind of center this on here. Right away, on my finger. I hate when it does that. It's from opening and closing the box. There we are. All right, done with that. Now, I thought just, and see, no, that's not the right size either. But that is. I thought we would just mount that on there, because by putting it next to the red and the green, I just thought it needed to have just a little bit more pop. So I decided to mount it onto the white. So I'll do that next. And I'm mounting it on a piece of white cardstock that is 3 inches by 4 1/4. Okay. To me that looks better to have that little bit of white around the outside edge. And we are going to use dimensionals on this, on the 4 corners. And, oh, I did have enough. Thought I was gonna have to cut into the corners there. And use the edges. Okay. All right. Then I thought, all right, let's take a piece that is this a 1/2 inch? No, it's a little more than a 1/2 inch, and it's not straight. Okay, let me find a piece here that is a 1/2 inch. This looks like a 1/2 inch. It is. And we're going to go the same width as this, which, should I put the tape or measuring thing again? What was it? Was it 2 3/4? Yes, it is. For our front sentiment, 2 3/4. I have a lot of that size scrap left, and we are going to stamp it with, let's get this over here, Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes, and we're going to do it in the red. And this one is the one that I have to go over the E in wishes a little bit. It's from the, is it from the special delivery set with the dogs? The E just has a tiny, tiny bit that it's missing. I'm just going to take the brush end and hope my hand is straight and my eyes don't do something wonky. And just do that. 2 little dots, and it makes the E come back. Okay. And that is going to go up here, and we are going to pop that up. Our dimensionals are on the 4 corners, so we can put dimensionals here without it having to pay more postage because it's not doubling up. And I've got a brand new one here. I'm just gonna sneak this one off so that we are the same. And you could put some twine back here if you wanted to, or not. Okay. Inside. We are going to stamp it with Sending Love and Joy. Ooh, I got a little excessive with the ink there. Okay, and I'm going to pop that on here and close this up so I don't have a problem. Glue, glue, glue. Here we are. Again, this piece is 3 by 4 1/4. I'm just going to double check it. No, it's not. Well, we're going to use it. It's the one that I was looking for. We're going to have a whiter one here. But I got it stamped and I got it glued and it's ready to go. So it's 2 3/4 by 4. And glue that in and put some peppermints on it, and we are good to go. I love these peppermints. And it really makes it pop. Let's see. There. Oops, this guy needs to go up just a little bit. Is that better? I don't know, I would have too far. There, I think that's better. What do you think? Oops. Here's the one that I made. I guess I got more red on the other one. Now, if it bothers you, if you stamp it and it's not as dense a black, if you want to call it that, I would just take either, if you've got the Stampin' Right or the little pen, where is that here? The 0.4 pen, and just go over those and color them in. I think I did happen to go over these with the Stampin' Right just to fill it in a little bit more. But I think this is a cute card, just as it is. All right, card number 2. Now we're going to get away from Christmas. Get a couple things here put away. So we start out with a clean slate. And I will be using this again. And we're going to use my favorite color combination. And that is Granny Apple Green and Pretty Peacock. So this time we are going to use Pretty Peacock for the base. And I've got a bunch of Granny Apple Green. We're going to use the low profile sparkle dots because it has the Pretty Peacock sparkles. And let's see. We got a plethora of different things that we're using for this one. Get my Christmas stuff off of here. Okay. And this time we're going to have to do some cutting. All right. So I grabbed, I'm trying to think what I was using. We're going to use the die, the second to the largest die here from the branching out set for our centerpiece that we're going to, I went ahead and already cut it out. So we're ready to rock and roll. Get that up here. Alright. So let me get a few things organized here. And we're going to score this at 4 1/4. Now this one is going to be made different than my sample. Once I did the sample, I wasn't sure about it. And then, let's see, we're going to take a piece of Granny Apple Green that is 4 by 5 1/4. I need more room here, sorry. And we are going to go ahead and add this on right away. Oh, well, let's get this big thing out of the way. There. I'm going to need this. Okay. Glad you liked that card, Michelle. Okay, put that aside. We're going to grab our image. And before we put this big image on, this one, we're going to put a little bit of a border on with this leafy edge, I guess you'd call it. I don't know if you can see it real well, but you will as soon as I stamp with it. We're going to do that in Granny Apple Green. I'm going to put that edge at the top and at the bottom. So get this down here. It just adds a little something. My chamois trying to crawl out of my box. Okay. Now I'm set to do the larger image. And that's going to be in the Pretty Peacock. And there we go. See, now that one came out good. It must be my ink. I probably need to re-ink or something. And we're going to just close this for a minute. All right. So this is going to go on here just like that, and we're going to run that through the cut and emboss. I'm going to bring it over. Put it on an angle here so it doesn't make a lot of crunching noise. I'm going to see if I've got any stick left in this. All right. About time to get a new plate for these things. My top plate's getting rather warped. Keep flipping it, and one side's better than the other. Look at that. I just think it's like magic, man. I'll deal with that later, but I think that is just so cool. All right. Look at how that is. Now comes the deciding factor. Do you think we should put something dark behind it like this? Or let the green show through? Give me a vote. The Granny Apple Green or the... Let's see, I got a little adhesive on here. Or the Pretty Peacock. Let me know. I love the look of this stamp set with the cutout. I think it's so cool. You like the green? I kind of like it too. It really sets off the... Okay, now... Well, I could have sworn that I put little half-inch pieces in here, but guess I didn't. Let me find another half-inch piece. Oop, that's not one. Oh, this looks like one. Yep. We're going to go with Thinking of You, which is from this set. And let me see how long a piece I need. That I did last time. 2 3/4. I'm just going to cut it right now. My little bucket of scraps, I'm telling you, it never gets down real low. I wish it did. All right. We're going to use the Pretty Peacock. I'm going to try to center it because I do wish to put a dimension or a embellishment on each end. And this is just like, wow. It's close. And that's going to go across there. We are going to pop this up. Now I will cut some of these apart. Got to use every morsel. And then I'm going to take the mini dimensionals in here where the flowers are, or the stems, whatever. So that it doesn't sag in the middle. Ooh, almost done with this one too. All right. This would be nice embossed as well with some kind of a pattern on it. But it's really nice plain as well. And this is going to go on here. And I can pop that up because there's nothing on each side. I'm going to use the small ones this time though. Hopefully my head isn't in the way. Okay, the inside. The white is 3 by 4 1/4, and the green is 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. So it's just going to have a little edge, an 1/8 of an inch edge all the way around. And we are going to stamp this one with the image that says "Get Well Soon" from the same stamp set. And then I thought we would put one of these over the top. I gotta stake a peek and okay, that's how I do it. We are going to do the words and Pretty Peacock and the leaves in the granny apple. And we're just going to lay the leaves over the top. Like so. Keep getting the ink on my fingernail. And then I have a tendency to swipe it across whatever it is I'm working on. So I have to keep an eye on it so that doesn't happen. Man, we're almost done. You like this one? I love these colors together. They are just so cool. Let's see how I did this one. Let's see, we're going to put one on each end here. Oh, you little stinker. There. And there you have it. I'll show you the one that I made. I did the largest one of this die. I don't know. I love Granny Apple Green, and I guess I wanted to have more green showing. The original one that I made is this one, which has the, use the embossing folder here on this, and then put the dark behind, because I thought the green wasn't quite right, but I really like this little stamp for adding a little something around the edge. I think it's cool. Okay, so these were the two that we made tonight. I think they turned out well. What about you? Let's see. Put this away. So, since we worked on the paper pumpkin, I was going to use that for my display for my sale coming up. I thought that we would do a drawing tonight for some embellishments. I didn't think you guys would feel too disappointed if we did that instead of one of the cards that we made. And I have a choice of 3 for whoever wins. We've got the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. We've got the adhesive back pearl trio. And we've got some of the peppermints. So, let me grab our... I'm glad you like them, Pam. Oh, you wouldn't think about putting those colors together? Oh, yeah. They're good. They are really good. Yeah. All right, let's see who gets it tonight. Where's my pen? It's number 1. It's Nancy James, and I don't think she's on here tonight. I will send her a message and let her know that she can choose from these embellishments. So, anyway, if you have a chance, take advantage of that no shipping. That was such a shock. Nobody knew that was coming. And I didn't know it until I saw somebody else, another demonstrator, post it on Facebook. And I'm like, really? And I had to go and look. So let me flip the camera here back. And you can see my face. Oops. Oh, well, this is great. I just lost everything off my table. Okay. You're going to get me holding my camera. Oh, Lord, love a duck. My goodness. Whoops, sorry. Are you guys still there? Come on, turn. There we go. Oh, jeez. My whole thing that holds my phone and the light and everything just completely disconnected from my table. I guess I won't try to flip the camera anymore. I'm so glad you're still there. So, I did notice there has been some things that are now not available for right now. Some of the DSP is I suppose back order or whatever you want to call it. And with the fact that they're doing the sale with no tax, excuse me, no shipping, then there's probably going to be a few more things. So if there's something that you really need, I would get it ordered if you can. So anyway, I'm fingers crossed that I will see you Saturday night. Thursday I start my infusions for my rheumatoid arthritis, and I don't know how I'm going to react to them. I will honestly say that I'm pretty worried about it. I'm pretty scared to have this done, but God willing, it's going to be okay. So, I just know that I'm probably going to feel pretty crummy on Friday, and I'm hoping that I can still be with you on Saturday. So if not, if I end up canceling, you'll know the reason why. But anyway, fingers crossed that won't be the case, and I'll be back at it again, because I can't afford to take many days off here. Yeah, thanks, Michelle. I hope so too. So anyway, you guys have a great night, and I will hopefully see you on Saturday night. And if you're ordering, kind of keep an eye on what's available. So have a great evening. Goodbye.